Hi, my name is Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 things I wish I knew before I started my snail mail club. Before I get into that, make sure to like and subscribe so you get notified when I post. Right now, I'm going for a goal of posting about once a month about art content and all that good stuff. So, yeah, before I get into that, I'm going to talk a little bit about my mail club. So, I run the Reminiscence Mail Club. It is a $10 a month snail mail club where every single month I send out a print, a sticker, a vintage stamp, a letter, and a bonus item that changes every single month. The general theme of my mail club is nostalgia and like reminiscing and looking back on good times, good old days, stuff like that. I really like making art about childhood and growing up, so that's where the inspiration for that comes from. First thing I wish I knew before starting my mail club is that you should pick a theme that you feel like you can make things for over and over again for a very long time. I love the theme of my mail club. I love making nostalgia art. I love that every single month I get to make art about growing up and just good memories. I had picked a different theme like a couple other times when I started to try to start a mail club. I could only come up with one idea and I was like, that's not a good mail club idea. Your idea should also be something that is unique to you. I think a lot of people like their mail clubs end up just being their art, which is perfect, but you do kind of need some sort of overarching theme because marketing. I don't know anything about marketing. Point number 2, do the math on how much your mail club is going to cost you every single month. Because to be completely honest, you are probably not going to make money in the first couple months. And I know that a lot of people are like, I'm not doing it for the money. More power to you. If you just want to do it just to get your art out there, that's perfect. But it is going to cost you money. If you gain 200 members instantly, that's like best case scenario, you pop off immediately. You're going to need the money to buy all those materials to send it out to people. All right. So, point number 3, third thing I wish I knew. You really have to think about where you're getting your materials created and done for you. And if you're doing it yourself, you have to think about the amount of labor that's going to go into it every month. For example, I have recently switched to printing my prints myself because I got an Epson. It has been amazing because I feel like my prints are higher quality. I make them myself. It costs less money. However, I've traded the lower cost for more labor because now I have to cut and print all of them myself, and my printer can only go so fast. Of course, for my mail club, I have the bonus item, which changes every month. So some months I am ordering it through the same place I get my stickers done, and then other months I'm making them all myself, which is added labor. Like, for example, this past February, I gave everyone a Valentine and they were heart shaped, and I don't have a cutter like a Cricut, or I don't have it set up. So I had to hand cut out 65 different heart shaped Valentines, which took a lot of time. And I loved it. I was willing to do it. But for somebody that not for everybody that might not be achievable. Like if you have hand problems or in the long term, I have to think about that because I'd rather be using my hands to make art than using my hands to cut 65 pieces of paper. Right. The fourth thing that I wish I knew is that everybody's progress is going to be different. There are some people who will gain 200 members in their first month of opening, and there are some people who will have slow growth. It'll take months and months and months before they are at that point. I, at this moment, have about 67 members, and it has taken me I'm on month 7. It's taken me about 7 months to get to that point. Sometimes it's just about finding your audience. It has nothing to do with the quality that you're giving, because I've seen some mail clubs that have phenomenal products and they have 10 members. It's not about how good you are. Don't place your value in the amount of people who see and purchase your stuff. Is you are valued outside of you providing a service. And finally, the 5th thing I wish I knew before starting my mail club is truly how life-changing it would be. By no means I feel like at the point I want my mail club to be at, but even where I am, it is just crazy. Like when I sit down to pack it every single month, you get to visually see just how many people out there like want something that I made, and that is just so crazy, and I'm just so grateful for everything every month. And I think it's just so nice to see people have an appreciation for things that are handmade and hand done. and I love it so much, and it gives me that motivation every month to want to continue my artistic career and keep going forward, and it's just so cool. Get ready for the journey that this will be, and it if you are a person who loves a good repetitive task or and also an artist and being creative, then you will love this and it'll be the best decision you've ever made. I hope that wasn't too much rambling. I hope that makes sense. If you want to join the Reminiscence Mail Club, you totally should. Everything will be linked down below, as well as my shop and all my other stuff. You can check out my other social medias. And I would love it if we left in the comments what other things you'd like to see from me. I'm very new to YouTube. I do a lot of TikTok. um, I'm still getting used to talking in front of the camera. It's a work in progress, but we're getting there. But yeah, I would really appreciate it if you liked this video, commented something else you want to see, subscribe to my mail club. But yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.